Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. You have not given me any topic. Is there any topic you want me to talk to? Okay. When we analyze our experience, there are three components in our experience. One is what we experience. See, I am experiencing you all sitting in front of me. The second aspect of the experience is the experience itself, that I am experiencing your presence. And the third thing, that I am the experiencer. So every experience has these three components. Now, the amount of importance and value we give to a particular component will determine our position in life. See, for example, when I give importance to the objects of the world, the people of the world, then what will happen? I will be going away from myself. And when we go away from ourselves, we become miserable. This is the fundamental rule. And that is why now and then we want to go to sleep, even in the satsanga. See, because when we sleep, we are with ourselves. And when we are with ourselves, we are happy. So, when we go through any experience, what is that which we give importance to? So if I give importance to the world, the things, the objects, the people, the events, if I give importance to that, I have gone away from myself. See? And when we go away from ourselves, who can help us? Nobody can help us. Then we start searching the help, either from money, or from muscles, or from media. You know, in today's political world, earlier they used to say 3 W's. You know, WWW, that is woman, wine and wealth. That was the way to rule the world. Today, it has become upside down. W has become M. It has done rather W was a Shirshasana, it has come down. So it is now M, M, M. M is the money, second is the muscle, and third is the media. He who has these 3 powers at his disposal, he can conquer the world. See? So, when I go away from myself, get lost in the worldly objects and people, then I become a victim, miserable, then I want to take support of somebody, then I take the support of money. See? And then we try to establish ourselves in the world. See, I belong to the overdeveloped nation. The other person says, I belong to the never developed nation. See? So when we say development in terms of monetary strength, we are all the time going away from ourselves. Yesterday on the internet I was reading, every dollar America spends, there is a borrowing of 48 cents. See? And the per capita debt in USA is more than $8,000. If that much of debt is applicable to any country, that country will never get even $1 as a monetary aid. But America, you go on printing the notes and there you are rich. See? Therefore, When we give importance to the objective world, we are lost only in money, money, money. And when we are lost in money, it becomes a rat race. We want more and more and more. There is no end to that. And ultimate life is, we have got all comforts purchasable and purchased through money, and we are comfortably miserable. See, we have got all the luxuries which are purchased through money, and we are luxuriously miserable. See, friends, so why this happens? Because what is that which we have given importance to is the objective world. See? And another subtle point, you take any objective thing or a being in this world, our mind can never be attracted with the same intensity and longing for any object in this world for more than few moments, maximum few months, if it is a human being. See? When the child is born, how much the mother is attached, and the child starts growing, grown up, and then started going to college, and then he has got his girlfriend, she has got her boyfriend, then the parents become obstacles. Why parents are born, I don't know. See? And then I think, it is better that we go to some ashram. See? But we don't understand the basic error. We are giving undue importance to the worldly objects and people. See? And when we don't understand this basic error, we are perpetually miserable because of the things or because of the persons. How we are miserable because of things? I wanted to buy this, but he says no, he doesn't have any aesthetic sense. He has only asthmatic sense. And when you buy the things, I will not tell because Suman Amma's house is one of the cleanest house I have seen. But even then I can give you with guarantee and confidence. You go and see these various kinds of wall hangings. When they must have been purchased, there must have been Second World War. See? ये क्या लाके रखा है? Useless. No. This is the modern one, The modern one is that where you have no meaning. See? Then you go on thinking, okay, buy. And now you go and touch that. See? You get sufficient vibhuti to put on your foot. How many times we look at the beautiful sea in front of our house? See? The other day we went somewhere, such a beautiful, seafront. Aha, so nice, so beautiful. Those people who are living there, you ask them. Yes, it is beautiful. What next? Give me breakfast. Enough. Nothing in this world can attract our mind for a longer period of time. Then what do? We keep on changing. See? This is how the various, cloth designers, they survive. They will make, first of all, the pant like a pajama, bell bottom. Now legs are the same. Then they themselves will say, no, it should be a tight bottom. And when this tight bottom, dolls start walking there, oh, latest fashion. And after a few years, again that tight goes, and then again bell bottom. So bell bottom, tight bottom, bell bottom, tight bottom. Ultimately, no bottom. At the most, where can you go? See? In this manner, we keep on changing with a view to find fulfillment in the objective world. alas, we don't recognize this. That how many things we have accumulated in our life, has it really given us fulfillment? And yet we don't learn from our own experiences. Therefore, friends, when we are going through life, these three components of experience must be clearly analyzed, understood, and accordingly modified. That is called a spiritual life. See? When this is not understood, then what we do, our spiritual life is, first of all, we are getting lost in getting our house and things done very well. Here we got nothing except the tiredness. The other day we went to somebody's house. Swamiji, we are thinking of selling this house. Actually, it's such a beautiful house. Why do you sell? Such a big house, only two of us. I'm in that bathroom, she is in that bathroom. What next? The whole house is empty. And it is very difficult to maintain. Therefore, will go in the units, somebody takes care, in a small room, one bedroom room, and nobody comes around. That's very good. Once that virus goes in the head, you know that virus works like what? When you get a virus in your head that you have to have a haircut. Unless you take a haircut, you can never be satisfied. Anything you do, I think I had to take it. Once it has gone inside, same way. See? So our whole life is what? Changing the places, changing the people, changing the object. For what? To find out fulfillment. And we never get it. See? So once we understand that none of the worldly things and beings can attract our mind permanently, it cannot. That is the reason, one of my friend, she got married in US, and then she asked me, Swamiji, please give me some advice. I said, now you are married, so advice will not be given to individually, together. Yes. What is that? You have to produce a child immediately. Within 1 year, the child must come out. This is all. No discussion, no argument, no logic, no reason. And afterwards I left. Then I became Gabbar Singh in their family. Gabbar Singh the villain. So I became the villain. And he started, what Swamiji has to do with our marriage, like that, So she said, my Swamiji told it has to happen. And as you know, in every battle, it is the woman who wins. See? So, finally, they were blessed with a baby. After the child was born, then the same man who was considering me as a villain in his life, he came and told me. He said, Swamiji, I am sorry I had a very ill feeling towards you, but now I tell you, I am extremely happy. Then he told some examples. He said, we have got many friends who had this funny notion, what is the hurry? Let it be after 5 years. So after 5 years, they wanted a child, but the child was never happening. Then go from post to the pillar and continuously frustrated, disgusted. And when you have no other common problem, you will keep on fighting. Child is a common problem for husband and wife. And once you are engaged problematically, your minor problems disappear. This is how in our culture, in our country, the husband and wife keep continuing together although fighting. And for that I can give you one more technique. In your bedroom, keep one punch bag hanging. And whenever you are in a fighting mode, stand from both sides of the punch bag. Let the punch bag be in the center. And you tell her, I'll hit you, and hit that punch bag. Then she will say, will I keep quiet? I'll give you, hit that punch bag. All your tensions and, built up will be exhausted. Now let us have a cup of tea. See, friends, we have to very clearly understand in the objective world, till date, nobody has discovered fulfillment. Once this is done, then next step comes. How do we deal with the worldly things and beings? Keep yourself only that much in association as much it is necessary, not beyond that. See, when we get involved beyond our limitations, we get caught up. And how do we get caught up or attached? We start expecting that the things and beings around us should listen to what I say. One, second, we try to make others happy. These are the two efforts where everybody has failed. I tell you, I have a friend, and that friend was driving me to the airport in US, Washington. And on the way, he says, Swamiji, okay, last question of this trip. I said, okay, last question. What is the last question? Why God is of the nature of bliss? What is that? Why God is happiness? What could be the reason? I said, the reason is, He never tried to make anybody happy. You try to make anybody happy, that fellow will become happy or not is a separate issue, but you will become miserable by guarantee. See, friends. Therefore, let us withdraw from the objective world. Immediately the load is undone. See, this I learned many years before. I had to shift from one place to another place with all my books and library, and that is the major, rather the only possession I had. So about this about a dozen almiras. So somebody packed them in the cartons and shifted to my new apartment. I was not there, somebody did it for me. And they were all piled up in the room. Next to that, my bed, and I used to sleep there. Every day, watching, my God, when I am going to open all of them, and when I am going to look what is required, what is not required. 1 day, 2 days, 3 years it remained there. I had no time, continuously running. One day I decided. I called one librarian from a very good institution. I said, these are all books. I hereby donate it to your library. And when he has taken all those books, more than about 15-20 cartons, when he has taken all of those books, he has taken in my absence, and he told me, Swamiji, thank you very much, we have taken all the books. I tell you, where I was, where the books were not in front of me, I felt, See, this is unwanted load of the world we carry on our head. Point number 1. Now, the second step is the experience proper. See, experience proper is that when we go through some experience is miserable experience, the other experience is more miserable experience, the third experience is more miserable. One after another. See? And then we start blaming the world for our miserable experiences. I am miserable only because of you. You are the cause of my misery. And when we just start blaming others on account of our miseries or bad experiences, then bitterness starts developing inside. Be very, very attentive. Outer worldly things and beings is a load. It is a physical load. the subtle mental load on our mind through the experiences is the load of bitterness. Let anything happen anywhere in our system, but there should never be bitterness in our mind. See? For that one word most of the children use, that's a very bad word. We should never use that word. And what is that word? You ask the children, oh, this is, the eggplant, bharta, eat it. I hate it. Never use that word hate. The moment you use the word hate, the whole chemistry changes. See? So that bitterness and hatred must disappear from our system completely. Then our experiences and the load of the experiences will be slowly reduced. And then the next step comes about our own experiences. When our mind is at peace, we have got a different quality of experience. When our mind is agitated, disturbed, the quality of experience is totally different. See? When you are at peace with yourself, see? Sometimes you must have experienced it. Get up early in the morning, and sometimes when you get up, you are so happy, no reason. And you get up and come down, and your children, they are playing and here and there, they are making a lot of noise and everything, but you are not shouting at them, and everybody is surprised. What is wrong with daddy today? He is not shouting. And in that hurry, you take the cup and the child comes and dashes you, the cup falls down, the tea spreads everywhere, and every mess is made, and then, never mind darling, did you get hurt? We'll clean it. The child gets the shock of his life. What happened to daddy today? See? It does happen. Most of the time what happens, when we get up from the sleep, wow. See, friends. Therefore, the quality of our experience depends on the quality of our mind. If this is true, then where will be our attention? Then our attention will not be on the world, but on the quality of our mind. So what is to be done? First step. Never become miserable because of anybody or anything. Why should we get disturbed? See? Like when in satsang like this, some children are making noise and all that. So they are making noise, why should we get disturbed? See? And if we get disturbed, that means we are not listening to satsang, we are listening to the child. And for such people, satsang is the disturbance. क्यों बोल रहे हो? See? It is in our hands whether we get disturbed or not. And when our mind remains quieter for more number of hours a day, you will see the quality of your experiences will tremendously change. And when the quality of our experiences changes, that experience is called as a pure love. See? What is the pure love? Pure love is that love where we never misunderstand anybody. Pure love is that love where even the nonsense is given a meaning. See, I'll give an example. I gave this example somewhere, I don't remember where I have left what. I went to somebody's house for food as usual, and the child was like this small one. about 7 months, 8 months, not able to talk. So the mother was doing something in the cooking. So she said, Swamiji, you'll have to sit for some time. I am still in the kitchen. I said, okay, don't worry. So I was playing with the child. And when I was playing with that child, the child has no language. Therefore, something nonsense sounds coming. So I asked her. I said, Mama, what is he saying? Oh, Swamiji, he is telling, I love Mummy. Now, where from that meaning to that nonsense blabbering has come? I said, my God, this is some different language. After some time, her husband came, removed the shoes, kept the bag, washed the hands, and straight away went to the child, started playing. Now, for the child, another, uncontrolled sound came. He doesn't know what he's talking. Then I asked him, hey, what did he say now? Oh, Swamiji, he goes on blabbering, no meaning. I don't know what he said. Then I asked again his wife, Mama, now what did he say? Oh, Swamiji, he said, now I don't like daddy. See, friends, when you love, to the nonsense blabbering meaning is given. When you love, you don't misunderstand. See, friends, and this is possible only when our mind is at peace. So when, now be attentive, next step. When we interact with the world, where is our attention? If our attention is on the world to see the result of our interaction, then we are going away from ourselves. And if our attention is on the mind, when we are interacting with the world, then we will take care of our mind. See, friends, we have not realized, we have not come to recognize the importance of a pure, undisturbed mind. We have not even recognized the importance. Like we have recognized the importance of clean clothes, a good figure. See? And therefore, we take care. When we have got good clothes, will we go and sit anywhere? We'll think twice. In the same manner, if we have recognized the importance of pure, clean, undisturbed mind, we will interact with the world, but we will not spoil the beauty of our mind. See? A person who gets disturbed because of anybody, a person who gets miserable because of anybody, he has a tremendous influence of the world on his mind. See, friends. So this is where our spiritual life comes into play. See? We have to be extremely careful that our mind remains at peace all the time. That is all. Our mind gets disturbed even when we are taking Lord's name. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. When you are disturbed, I guarantee you, you cannot even chant Hanuman Chalisa. See? Sri Guru Charana Saroja Raja, Sri Guru Charana Saroja Raja, Sri Guru, like moving there and there. Doesn't go ahead. पता नहीं क्या हो गया, I know it by heart. Only because the mind is disturbed. See? So as the disturbed mind is a problem, equally a dull mind is also a problem. See? Somebody tells, see, I told you that, did you tell me? I was not talking to the wall. Oh, I thought you were talking to the wall. we have to be extremely alert. Alertness is required for a quality experience in life. If we lack alertness in our life, then we are merely leading a dull animalistic life. See, friends. Therefore, when we go through any experience of life, first we are lost in the objective field, then we come to the experience proper, and the quality of the experience depends on the quality of the mind. Therefore, when we are interacting with the world, our attempt should be very clearly to see that our mind's quality is not spoiled because of any experience. See? Living in that awareness is called a spiritual life. Otherwise, we are told, do this thing, you chant the Lord's name. Then what will happen? Lord will become miserable and make you happy. This will not happen. We have to consciously take care. So when the mind has to be taken care of, is understood. Now the next step. Next step is, where do we go to take care of our mind? See? There are many methods of taking care of mind. One is the liquid spiritual method. See? We are disturbed, we are, okay, open. And slowly, that toxin, that alcohol blunts our faculties. And then we become established in the Shambhavi Mudra. Everything is fine, everything is fine. I am not hearing any noise. No, because you have gone beyond the sound. See? Now just go deeper. When we take drinks or drugs or any of these kind of things, where the effect is? The effect is on the alertness of the mind. The mind becomes dull. And when the mind becomes dull, that mind is not able to comprehend correctly, experience freely, and discover the bliss that we are. See? Therefore, three things to be taken care of about the mind, which is the seat of every experience. See? Like the objects remain outside, the people remain outside, in the same manner, the experience is happening on the stage of the mind. Please let us know where is that mind you are talking so much about. Okay, I'll show you right away. I'll give some calculations. Do not reply. Do it in your mind. 2 plus 2. 4 plus 4. 8 minus 8. Where did you do this calculation? In my mind or your mind? In your mind. So you know where is the mind. See, our problem is we want to see everything objectively. Mind cannot be seen objectively because the mind alone is coming out of the eyes as vision. And therefore, there are three aspects about the mind to be taken care of. Number one, the mind is at peace all the time. That is the most valuable thing in the whole universe. If we keep the whole world in one side of the scale and our peace of mind on other side of the scale, our peace of mind is more valuable and important than the whole world. See? It is so important. Now the second aspect. The mind is at peace, absolutely in deep sleep, so keep on sleeping. Not. Then the mind should not be only at peace, but also it should be vigilant. Vigilant means what? All that is happening around is immediately cognized. Like you start your laptop, and if you have got the Bluetooth or the Wi-Fi activated, all the possible network it will immediately catch. These are the following networks available, and these are having the logs. If you have got a key, which I should open? We don't know. But the computer catches because it is alert, vigilant. So vigilance is about, are we going in a dogward direction? See, becoming drowsy. This is what happens for many people. When they sit for meditation, they start as exclamation. After a long sitting for 3 seconds, they become slowly question mark. And another 3 seconds of long sitting, underline. And they are not even vigilant what is happening, it is just happening like that. In one of my talks, there was one person who was sitting next to the other, and he was so deeply sleeping on the shoulder of the other person. So the other person will move by his hand, he will pull himself in the satsang. And I was enjoying, why should I sleep? So after the lecture was over, that man who was not sleeping, he told me, Swamiji, that man was sleeping, you saw. Why didn't you ask him to wake up? I said, you tell me, what for you have come for satsang? For happiness or misery? For happiness. He got it. He was still struggling. He got it. They were nicely sleeping. So even if you sleep in the satsang, it's good, but do come for satsang. There was one Mahatma, in his lecture, everybody is to sleep. And when his lecture is over, everybody is to be awakened. See? So we have to be vigilant that our mind is not going in a wrong direction, nor it is becoming drowsy. See? So quite vigilant. And the third thing, the mind is alert. In alertness, we cognize the truth. All of us know what is the waking experience. All of us know what is the dream experience. All of us know what is the deep sleep experience. We all go through Nirvikalpa Samadhi every day. Not once, but hundreds of times. Alas, we don't recognize. This is called as the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. See, alertness is required to cognize. This is that. It can't be shown. It can't be indicated. It can be only experienced. See, somewhere one lady told me, Swamiji, you all the time talk about dream. I don't know what is the meaning of dream. So why? I never get any dream. When I sleep, I sleep. When I get up, I get up. Now to that person who has never dreamt anything, how will you explain what is the dream? See, in the same manner, we all go through the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, but we are not knowing this is what is called as Nirvikalpa Samadhi. To cognize that experience, we require an alert mind. So what will be alert mind? Alert mind is quiet mind, vigilant mind put together is experiencing that experience where the knowledge is not divided. Be very attentive. Divided knowledge is mind and undivided knowledge is consciousness. See, how do we know? This is a recording machine. First step in the knowledge. Second step in the knowledge, I know this is a recording machine. 2. The third thing, I am not the recording machine. Otherwise, what a fun it will be. This is a donkey. I know this is a donkey. I am not the donkey. So, that knowledge where the division of knower and the known happens, that knowledge is called as mind. And that where knowing and being is one. See, when I know the donkey, I don't become the donkey, I am not the donkey. But when I know the absolute consciousness, knowing is being. It is not being separated. Therefore, that knowledge which is divided into the knower and known, that knowledge is called as the mind, and that knowledge where the division of knower and known does not happen, that is called as the consciousness. Now, right now experience. You are looking at my beautiful face. So this is an object of knowledge and you are seeing by your eyes. So your eyes are the seer or the knower and my face is the known. Now between these two, which is more valuable for you? My face or your eyes? See? Now the second step. The ability to see properly or not to see properly is known by the mind. See, when we go to the eye doctor shows us the chart. One Indian criminal minister was taken to the doctor for checking his eyes. So the doctor put the letter English E. Can you read this thing? No. Made bigger. Can you read this thing? No. He made bigger. 1 foot. Can you read this thing? No. Then the doctor got angry and he made it 6 feet tall. E. Can you read this thing? No. But why? I don't know English. So, when something happens to the objects, nothing happens to the eyes. When something happens to the eyes, nothing happens to the mind. Mind knows the functionality of the eyes as proper, or the mind also knows that the eyes don't function. Nothing happens to the mind. The last step, whether the mind is going through the waking experience or the dream experience or the deep sleep experience, these experiences of the mind, they come and go, nothing happens to the consciousness. See, it is in the mind that the experiencer is born. See? When I relate with my wife, who is born? Husband. When I relate with my children, who is born? The father. When I relate with my father, who is born? The son. See? So the husband, the father, the son, these three expressions of the man are only conditioned expressions. They are relational expressions. And it is these three entities, they become miserable. Man never becomes miserable. Husband can never be happy. See? Just get this point. In the same manner, waking experience comes, stays for some time, goes away. Dream experience comes, stays for some time, goes away. Dream comes, deep sleep comes, waking comes, and they all go away. But we do not have the experience that we are coming or going any moment. See, friends, childhood has come and gone. Teenage has come and gone. One child asked me this question, what is the difference between the childhood and old age? I said, they are childhood and old age. No special difference. I said, I don't know. He gave me the wisdom. Childhood comes and goes. Old age comes and takes. See? So, childhood has come and gone. We do not have the experience that we are growing or we have gone somewhere. See? The more we become aware of this, what is exactly happening to the experiencer. Who is this experiencer? Experiencer is in reality of two types. One experiencer is the one who is influenced by the experiences. And the second experiencer is the one who is not influenced by the experiences. See? Discover these two entities in your own being. When there is a joy, ha ha. When there is a misery, hoo hoo. But whether there is a joy or a misery, there is one entity which remains untouched. See, friends. Therefore, to discover our essential nature, what will be required? First of all, give up too much involvement in the objective world. Second thing, don't get carried away by your experiences and make an album of your memories. You know, whenever I go to many houses, now everybody's house you can't go for every marriage. So, these days they prepare, the video, film or DVD or the big album, and they say, Swamiji, we are preparing food. You did not come for the marriage. This is an album. See there, Hare Ram Ram. Like Al Qaeda, this is album. Go on seeing there. Now what do you see in that? Swamiji, this is me. Oh, that is you. I thought this is a cartoon. And then all the time living in the memories. See, friends, the more the memory load we are carrying, the stronger becomes our personality. One of the biggest gifts God has given us is to forget. Don't forget to forget in life. See? But what happens? We do forget. What is required, that we don't forget. What is not required, that we remember. See? The gift of forgetfulness is so much. Take money from somebody. You don't have to remember. It is his botheration. लिया था, I don't remember. Therefore, we give up the world, don't get too much carried away by our experiences, and then we come to the third stage of the experiencer. Who is the experiencer? Now be very attentive. All of us have this problem that whenever we sit for meditation, the mind is disturbed. Instead of complaining, investigate. You will come to know that when somebody is born, that somebody is disturbed. As a husband we are disturbed, as a wife we are disturbed, as a mother we are disturbed, as a friend we are disturbed, as a guru we are disturbed, as a disciple we are disturbed. But as Mr. Nobody, we are not disturbed. Then what will be the spiritual practice? Remain for longer and longer period as Mr. Nobody. See. So when you sit for meditation, meditation is not done only to prove that you can sit for half an hour without movement. See? Only sitting for half an hour without movement if is meditation, then all our buffaloes in India, they are the supreme Mahayogis. 8 hours they can sit in one, and that too also not a proper asana. Even in that wallowing pool of the water, and that too also in meditation. Nothing disturbs them. Even if a truck comes, they look at it as, with the indifferent Sakshi Bhav. Like a witnessing consciousness. They look at that and nothing disturbs them. Simply sitting in one posture is not yoga or meditation. See, friends. Therefore, when we are interacting in the world, we have to very carefully see that interactions don't create impressions on the mind doesn't get disturbed. Then how we are experiencing, who is the experiencer? He is only illuminating the experience, but not getting identified with the experience. See? Means what? When the misery comes, we know this is a misery. But to be miserable or not to be miserable is our choice. So in the presence of the misery, when we become miserable, a temporary phenomena called as a soul, S-O-L-E, is born. Then you have to go again and again to the cobbler and get it repaired. Change the spelling of the soul. And then you will see that our essential nature has no miseries whatsoever. See? For this, there is one simple education. And what is the education? That which illuminates is never influenced. This is the thumb rule. Just work on this. Like, my eyes are illuminating all of you, all colors and all forms. Eyes are not influenced by any color or any form. Ears illuminate all the sounds. Whether it is a comedy or tragedy, whether it is a beautiful music or a terrible noise, all are illumined by the same ears. Ears are not influenced. Next, the mind illuminates all kinds of thoughts. Good, bad, divine, devilish, creative, destructive. All kinds of thoughts are in the mind. But the mind is absolutely uninfluenced or disturbed by them. Mind only eliminates the thoughts. Now go to the last step. The conscious existence eliminates the waking experience, the dream experience, the deep sleep experience. And when we say experience, all the three components are included. So Mr. Waker the waking world, and waking experience. All the three are illumined by this absolute conscious existence. That is our essential nature. See? Now, one statement I'll tell you. Investigate. Who says this statement? I had a good sleep, but sometimes I had bad dreams. Who can make a statement? Can the waker say that I had a good sleep? He cannot say, because he was not in the deep sleep. The deep sleeper was there. But we do say, I had a good sleep. The dream is not experienced by the waker. It is experienced by the dreamer. And we say, I had a bad dream. Who had the bad dream? Is he present in the waking? No. Just find out. Then we come to know that which is present in the deep sleep but was not sleeping, that which was present in the dream but was not a dreamer, and that which is present in the waking but is not a waker. That one substratum which is supporting all the experiences, whether it is waking, dream or deep sleep, they come and go. This substratum support always remains uninfluenced. When we come to this position, then the good or the bad experiences, good or the bad world or the people have no sway on us. Will the water be afraid of the ocean? Will the ocean be afraid of the waves? Think. This journey from the objective world to the subjective being, this journey is called like the spiritual path, the spiritual journey. If this is not happening, then whatever you may be doing under the disguise of spiritual practice, it is all a wastage. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athava Danam Jnana Vihina Sarvamatena Bhajatina Muktim Janmashatena Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam. We may go to the holy places, we may do a lot of charity, we may feed somebody. It has nothing to do with your spiritual evolution. Jnana Vihina Sarvamatena. Unless we come to cognize our correct identity as to who are we. See? And then we will come to know, I'll take you a step further. Where I is not, we are not interested. See? Watch this phenomena. In a gathering like this or some marriages, immediately groups are formed. 3, 4, 5 people come together and they talk. So one person tells, see, I was coming, but there was such a traffic jam because there was an accident. And the accident was so funny that, that car just climbed on that, tanker. I don't know how it. And I was watching there, and therefore we did it. Now, when I say this story, do you think other will listen to me? ये तो कुछ भी नहीं. I have seen one train climbing on the tree. Now tell me, when I tell something, because I am interested, because I was present, where I is absent, we are not interested. Alas, who is this I? This we have never investigated. See? Therefore, this is worth observing in the world. You see anybody, why old people, anybody, what the old people talk? They talk only their past experiences because they were present there. And you just give a chabi, you wind up to some old fellow. And Dadaji, where were you in your childhood? Very good. And then that Dadaji starts. And he is so inspired to tell about his childhood. And the other children, they are getting bored. Why you are not interested? No, because we don't understand what you are talking. See? But that old man, because I is present, then only we are interested. We have to investigate who is this I. See? And when we come to know, be very attentive. This is that one absolute I which is expressing through everything and being. Then what will happen? As now we are interested in our limited I story. See? Only our thing. I have done like this, I did like this, I did. And finally, when you come in the utter present, then this happened, then that happened, then that happened, one after other, then that what, then what, then I met you, then what happened, then you asked me about me, then what happened, then I told you, then what happened. The moment you come in the utter present, you have nothing to talk. See, friends, all that we talk is only the dead past. See? Like the Egyptian mummies. I went to Vienna in Austria. And after my retreat and camp was over, then as a routine they must be doing. So Swamiji will take you to show Vienna. It's a very historical city and all that. So they were taking me, I said, where are you taking me? Please tell me first. Swamiji, there is, the one aquarium, very different types of fishes are there. And then there is one old king's palace. And then all the types of clothes that they were putting, all various things, very beautiful, collection of the things which the royal family used to like. I said, thank you very much. Will you like to do what you like to do, or by which I will be happy? Swamiji, your happiness is most important. I said, let us go to a marketplace and sit in the open, have a nice coffee. Everybody who comes to Vienna, they like that. I said, okay, you tell me, you attended retreat? Yes. What was the theme of our retreat? The theme of our retreat was remain in the present. Yes, that I understood. Now you are telling me about the dead kings. It is in the present. See, remain more and more in the present. When you remain in the present, you have no past. When you have no past, you are light, no load. See? And when you have no past, no load, you don't want to talk to anybody. Otherwise, it comes like a vomit. Anybody is telling anything, I have to make a comment because it is such a big indigestion. See? One man, such a, shallow, educated, illiterate, he happened to go and meet Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi. And when he went there, he was talking, blah, 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 blah. And Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi was comfortably sitting and, I don't know, listening or not, sitting. Then after 2 hours or so, the bell rang, 10, 10, 10, 10. He said, oh, we have to go for breakfast, this breakfast bell. He got up and his man also came. Lipstick Vedanti, he also came. And then they sat for breakfast. And he said, I have been only talking about, but what do you do in your ashram? Daily routine, what is the daily routine? What do you do here? So Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi say, that time he was eating upma with peanuts. He said, in our ashram we eat upma with peanuts. When this was said, that educated, illiterate got very much offended. He stopped talking. So Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi also never talked happily. This people no. Came out and talked to somebody. See, I never knew. I thought he is a great man. When I asked him a simple question, what do you do in your ashram? He told, we eat upma with peanuts. This is the way. So he said, he gave you the reply, you don't understand. That is not his fault. You don't have the software. Install it. You have got only hardware. You require for that. What did he say? He said that in our ashram, we live in the utter present. See, friends, observe. We are never present in the present. All the time, back home in India, when we were children, we used to climb on the trees, But since we came here, our tails were cut. Who is interested in our past? Nobody is interested in our past. But we have nothing except the past. Everybody is interested in his or her future. But we as the oldies have nothing except the past. And that is why the generation gap becomes, bigger and bigger, wider and wider. Just observe this. Then naturally you will start remaining in the present. And when you start remaining in the present, be very attentive. Present without the past cannot have the future. So that present, which is not a tense, past tense, present tense, future tense, future, F-U-T-U-R-E, it's a Chinese pronunciation, future. See, where there is no present, no past, no future, there it is merely a presence. This presence we can never experience as absent. It is ever present. And this presence we all experience when the mind stops. See, mind is a movement. Consciousness is freedom from movement. Mind moves in time, space and object. Either the mind moves in the past, old memories, or the mind is moving in the future, trying to solve the non-existing problems. Or in the present, the mind is constantly comparing. These are the three movements of the mind with reference to time. And time is a baby of mind. See, when the time is valid, then the past, future is real. But when we transcend the mind, go beyond the time, then that master is no more living or belonging to our world. And he has already awakened. He is no more living as the body. He is no more living as the mind. But he is living as consciousness through the body, as consciousness through the mind. See, friends, it is extremely simple. See, I'll tell you a story to make this point clear. Once I was sitting on the top of a tree without the tail and enjoying. Below that tree, one villager came. It was evening time, maybe about 4 o'clock, and he has to go a long distance and he was tired. Oh God, no transport is coming. Oh God, please send me some vehicle. I really want to go. I cannot walk anymore. It is becoming dark. Oh God, please help me. Please help me. He was praying. I was up there. From there, I have started talking. My dear child, don't worry. A bullock cart will come within an hour. It will have a white and a red bull. And the cart fellow will have a green turban. It will be loaded with grass. You stop that, get into it and go to your home. Wait for 1 hour, chant God's name. So that villager says, okay Bhagwan, okay Bhagwan. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. That means he is kept busy. Wait for 1 hour. Instead of worrying, chant Lord's name. After 1 hour, the bullock cart came and he went home. Do you think he will keep quiet? When I was there, this is what has happened, on the tree there is a big Mahatma, something like that. Immediately next day, the whole village come, dang, 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 dang. Mahatma, Mahatma, you are all omniscient and everything, because of... Now you know what exactly happened? That man who was at the base of the tree, his area radius of observation was, let us say, 1 kilometer. He can't see beyond that. When I was on the top of the tree, my radius of observation was about 10 kilometers. That which was a future tense for the man at the base of the tree was a present tense for me who was on the top of the tree, is it not? In the same manner. When we are living as a body, our experiences are different. We are at the base of the tree. When we are living as the sense organs, our experiences are different. When we are living as a mind, our experiences are different. And when we live as consciousness, that which is a future tense for others is a presence for such a master. This is the meaning, going beyond time, live as consciousness and no more as mind. See? This journey is the real spiritual journey. And for this, no barrier, whatever you may be, whatever you are doing, you don't have to change your husband, your wife, your children, or your profession, no, nothing. Wherever you are, continue your drama of life. But be subjective in your approach to life, not objective. In this manner, when we are living as consciousness, the quality of our life is different. What is the quality? We are untouched by all that is illumined by us. Just try to understand this way. Mind alone expresses through the eyes is called as vision. The same mind expresses through the ears is called as the hearing. The same mind expresses through the nose is called as poking ability. We poke through our nose. Mind is the same. In the same manner, one conscious existence expressing through the masculine body is called as man. The same consciousness expressing through the feminine body is called as the woman. The same consciousness expressing through a cow is called as a cow, a mammal. The same consciousness expressing through the cobra, a reptile, is not different, same. And therefore, he who lives as consciousness, his quality of experience is totally different. For such great masters, they don't have to struggle to love somebody. They don't have to struggle to forgive somebody. Rather, they neither curse anybody nor bless anybody. See? Now take your immediate experience. When our tongue is beaten by our own teeth, see? What is our experience? The teeth has beaten the tongue. Immediately the tongue proclaims, somebody is going to be taken to the dentist in the evening. Appointment is fixed. No. Because the biting teeth and the beaten tongue, they are one and the same. Operations may be different, but the differences do not create differentiation. All the wise people living as consciousness can never talk about differences, never promote differences, nor differentiate on any count. And those who talk differences, promote differences, establish differences, they are only ignorant of the highest order. See, friends. Therefore, this journey from the objective world we start, then we come to the mind, and then we come to the experiencer, and we have come to the experiencer. Now find out what is our real identity. See? When this point becomes clear, that our real identity is that we eliminate all the experiences but do not get influenced by any experience, then the life will be very dumb. Any experience, your wife comes and tells, honey, I love you. What happened? Realization. What can I do? Even then I told you, don't get realized, but you don't understand. You know? Whole charm of life has gone. One husband and wife, these two always fight. One day he came to me, I gave him Maha Mantra, and they stopped fighting. So his wife told him, Swamiji, I don't know what you have done to him. So why, what happened? He is not my old real husband. What happened? He was not like that. What happened? Tell me. See, now he doesn't argue, he doesn't, so there is no charm in our life. Earlier, when I say something, he has to oppose. When he opposes, I super-oppose. And there used to be a nice kind of, karate thing in the house. But now, I say so many things, he doesn't react. I feel something is wrong with him. So he looked at me. Very good. You have passed the exam. What did you do to him? I said, I gave him a mantra. What is that mantra? I said, the mantra is written in a yantra. The yantra you have to fix inside your ear. And what is that? It is selective hearing. Whatever is convenient and for your benefit, that you listen. Rest of the things, don't, acha, did you say? See? Therefore, when we stop reacting in this world, then only the absolute self surfaces in life. See, friends, we have to stop reacting. And we react only by default. For that, we have to change our settings. See? Go to the settings, click. React on every issue. Don't react at all. Pretend that you are reacting. So when you pretend that you are reacting, then drama continues. You know. So when you just imagine, you come from your work. You are tired, exhausted. You press the bell, the wife comes with that dress which you like the most, not what she likes, exactly the way you like her. And then she takes the bag from your hand, holds your hand, and slowly takes you and installs you on a chair. And then she sits at your feet, removes your shoes. There is a bowl of warm water, takes a soft cloth or a towel with nice fragrance and slowly wipes your feet. This is just imagination. Oh, nothing is happening. Even the imagination is so good, is it not? While doing all these things, you don't have to love, you just do it. See? Life becomes so simple, friend, if we stop reacting. Stop reacting. And this reactionary lifestyle we have developed. See? And because of this reactionary lifestyle, you must have seen, there are people, they never talk. They bark. Why you come? What do you want? Where you want to go? Where did you go? Why are you late? Talk like a human being. And they are not aware that they are barking. These default settings we have to change. And in this manner, slowly, take life lightly. Don't become serious. See? The other day I was going in a car from San Jose to San Francisco. Very wide road, 6 or 8 lanes. And as usual, I was sitting in the front and I was watching the different cars. My friend Sanji, what are you watching? Different car models. They may not be in India. I said, no, I am not watching the car models, but the models inside the car. What about them? I said, the car is so beautiful, but the driving fellow, जाऊं तो जाऊं कहाँ? Such a disgusted look. See? Because there is no charm in life. See, friends, the nearer you remain to your own self, the more charming you become. And the charm is a kind of magnetic personality. See? When the electrical energy flows, a magnetic circle is created, is it not? In the same manner, when the divine energy is flowing through us without any obstruction, see? Yasmanno dvijate lokaha, lokanno dvijate chayaha, harsha marsha bhajodvegaihi, muktaha yassacha me priyaha. Such a person is not a problem for others, and he doesn't take anybody as a problem. He is at peace with himself and with the whole world. He is my devotee. And this starts happening. We don't have to do anything, friends. See, 2 pieces of iron. They look exactly alike. And we are told, can you tell me which is the iron and which is the magnet? No, I can't tell from simply looking at it. Then we put both of them in a container having small nails, steel nails, iron nails. And then you lift. That one which will bring a lot of iron nails along with it is a magnet. And that which has fallen there for 1 hour and came out alone is a piece of iron. In the same manner, Wherever we go, we are no more. Oh, what happened? Vedanta is coming, run. See, our presence tells us whether we are growing spiritually or not. See, friends. Now, for that iron piece to become a magnet, what sadhana the iron piece has to do? Meditation? No. That iron piece has to rub against the magnet in the same direction. Slowly, steadily, slowly, steadily. What will happen? The disorganized atoms inside that piece of iron, they will get organized. It is not injected from outside. The divinity, the joy, the bliss is in every one of us. It has only to be organized. And that organizational aspect takes place when this iron piece is rubbed again and again along the magnet. In the same manner, we go for satsang again and again and again and again, and by that satsanga, by listening to the good thoughts about the truth, our thoughts which are presently haphazard, sometime here, sometime there, absolutely disorganized, they become organized. And the inherent magnetic beauty of conscious existence starts spreading out of us. Our very presence makes a difference. See, friends, this is what is called as our journey. We started from the objective world, we took care of it, we came to the experiences, we take care of it, then we come to the experiencer, and we come to know that there is but one experiencer experiencing all and everything in this world. See, Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. In the 13th chapter of Gita, Bhagavan says, there is but one reality which is pulsating, operating, experiencing through all the things and beings. That is our essential nature. When we thus come to discover this undivided knowledge as our essential self, thereafter everything is secondary. For the water, whether it is a Pacific Ocean or agitated ocean, whether it is a tsunami or a Katrina, makes no difference. Such a master lives in this world spreading the joy of his own being without any expectation of any kind from anyone in this world. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya